Namaste and hello again. So here's another thought seed for you. Uh, this one has to do with finding the gift. The universe has no idea how to wrap presents. It really doesn't. I don't know why, but for some reason or another, well, actually, I do know why. At least I can imagine. Um, the universe has absolutely no idea how to wrap presents. Ever notice that the best presents seem to be wrapped in the worst possible wrapping? I mean, think about it. Just to give you an example from my own life, about 3.5 years ago or so, um, I was taking my sister on a little journey around the Pacific Northwest on my motorcycle. For many years, I lived on a motorcycle and hauled a camper, and I had this lovely old Goldwing, 1985 Goldwing motorcycle that a stranger had given me as a tip for one of the balloons that I made his son. It was a single balloon motorcycle. Anyway, so he gave me this beautifully working Goldwing, and you can see pictures of it on my Facebook and on my Instagram, and all of which is under Yogi Kai. And anyway, he gave me this lovely Goldwing, and for my 50th birthday, my mom was tired of seeing me sleep out of a tent, and which is my preferred. I prefer to live simply, and so I have never really accumulated very much. Um, so she bought me this old motorcycle camper that I could haul behind my bike. And so my sister had never seen the Pacific Northwest. So we started off on a month-long journey. Well, day 5 of this trip, up by the Hoh Rainforest in the Olympic Peninsula in Washington, we ran into a ditch at 55 miles an hour on the motorcycle. I went through the windshield. Let me tell you this. I'll give you a little hint. If you ever have the opportunity to put your face through a motorcycle windshield, don't do it. It's not that much fun. I speak from experience. So luckily, though, neither one of us was hurt very badly, and there was a whole lot of very odd things that went with that, such as people just driving by with my gray-haired sister climbing up the embankment, all matted with dirt and her hair disheveled and all that, and she's reaching and crawling and trying to get someone to stop, and cars just went on by. One even honked and kept on going. But anyway, so somebody did stop, and we wound up, well, this is the thing. This is how it becomes a gift. So all of that stuff happened, and my sister and I grew much closer to each other. I have this story to be able to tell. Another is I wound up getting a much, much better motorcycle. Now, my sister and I weren't really hurt. My sister got a couple of small broken bonelets in her back, and her finger got cut and infected, and after they did the things that they did, she could only bend it about that far. But a couple of months later, I had some friends and family got together and helped me buy a beautiful 1995 Goldwing, which I've been traveling on ever since. Many positive experiences have happened because of that, and so I recognize all the gifts. The universe wanted to give me a better bike. I wouldn't let go, or I wouldn't accept that. I didn't have room to accept that until I let go of the old bike. So it knew that, so it took the old bike away. When I was a child, I was heavily abused, but I recognized that it helped make me resilient. It helped make me compassionate. It helped make me loving. It helped me get a role model that directed me into becoming someone that I can say is as authentic as I've been able to make myself thus far, which is, I think, pretty authentic. It's given me a lot. Now, I could have went the other way, and if I would have concentrated on the wrapping, The wrapping being the abuse itself, the activity, the feelings that I had and stuff like that. If I kept just rehashing it in my mind instead of saying, okay, so what did I gain from that? I mean, this is an event that happened. What did I gain from that event? What were the benefits? I can look and say, oh, there's all these horrible things, but what's the benefit? How have I grown? How have I used that? Did I use it as fertilizer to bloom, or did I use it as dirt to cover myself? This is a choice we make. It's a choice you make. So, what are the gifts? Or maybe I should say, what's the gifts inherent in your trauma, in your abuse, in your unhealed thing? I sometimes find it's difficult for me to say I'm sorry when I hear somebody talk about how their life is going south and things are getting really, really hard. I often want to say, hey, congratulations. The universe has given you a gift. So, find your presence. The present. Ignore the wrapping. The wrapping contains a gift that's well worth the unwrapping. Just look for it. You'll find it. How has it helped you? What did you gain from it? Did you use it to grow, or did you use it to bury yourself? Either or. It's your choice. You're the one that has the power. Blessings.